Hey guys, I'm Io from Best Buy, and today we're going to show you how you can use simple window light to capture a great portrait. Window light is one of my favorite things. It's amazing how something so simple can make some of the best portraits with just a little know-how. So first, let's take a second to talk about some of the gear we're going to be using today. So for this shoot, we're using a full frame mirrorless camera and a fast prime lens. I got the Canon EOS R paired with an EF 85mm f 1.8 prime lens on a mount adapter. Now, the EOS R is Canon's first full frame mirrorless camera. It combines remarkable high resolution image quality with a family of great new lenses based on Canon's revolutionary RF mount. You can also use all your current EF DSLR lenses on the EOS R with a mount adapter like we are today. Now, the 85mm lens is great for window lit portraits because it's fast enough to give you the shallow depth of field you want. The focal length is perfect for portraits and the lens is super sharp. So check the links below for the prime lenses we recommend for each camera system. And to show us how it's done, we have portrait photography expert Sarah France. How are you?
Good.
I'm just ready to take some really great photos using this beautiful window.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to talk about three main things in this. I want to talk about the window light specifically and how best to utilize that. We're also going to talk about placement of your model and where to exactly to put them. And then also we're going to talk about some accessories. So I'm going to go over our reflectors, which we have right here, and how to use those as well. So the first thing that we want to do is actually set up that camera. So the first camera settings that we would want to set is, let's do aperture priority for her on this. And we want to make that lens like wide open as far as it can go. And we are going to shoot that at 1.8. And we'll get that really shallow depth of field. And as long as you keep that shutter speed above 1/125th of a second, anything lower than that, you'll get some motion, so we want to be above that. As long as your shutter speed's going above 1/125th of a second, you're good to go.
And you can really see the quality in this photo with that higher ISO. These mirrorless cameras are really great with that.
When we're taking a shot like this, we want to definitely get closer to the window so that we're closer to the light source as well. So when the photographer is close to the light source and the subject is close to the light source, we don't have that contrast or fall off as much as if we were turned out and shooting back into the window. With any portrait, the key is really to keep the eyes in focus. And you want to focus on the eye that is closest to camera. So definitely utilize the capabilities of the camera to make sure that you are nailing the focus on the eyes, especially with that shallow depth of field.
So with mirrorless cameras like the EOS R, you're going to have great face detection, and it makes it really easy to get the eyes really sharp. And on this camera, all you have to do is touch the touchpad, focus on the person's face, and it'll key in on those eyes. It's awesome.
Gorgeous. So this has that nice soft light on her face here, and then we're getting fall off on this side as well, and then we're getting some contrast. When we're utilizing this, that looks great, but let's add in a reflector and see what happens there.
So we have a 5-in-1 reflector from Insignia, and you'll see that it has a golden side, it has a whiter side, and there's even, when you unzip it, there's some other shades in there, so that way you can use the light that you're getting from the window in different ways. And with this white side, you can see that the light is really wrapping around her face, wrapping around her skin, her hair. Looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and that's a really like natural light. It's really like nice and consistent with the same light that's coming in. So that's a really nice way to start. It's not as reflective as, say, the gold side. So the gold, because it's got so much of a reflection to it, it's gonna give you more light. So just depending on which kind of look you're going for, you've got the two options, and it's just a quick flip away.
So there you have it, some great tips to take your window lit portraits to the next level. And remember, think about your lighting, use your accessories, and keep it sharp. And thanks to Sarah for all the great tips. Now for more photo tips and tricks tutorials, check out our Best Buy YouTube channel or stop by one of our camera experience shops to take an in-person workshop or just to check out the latest and greatest gear. And to find camera experience shops near you or to learn about the gear you saw here today, check out the links in the description below. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.